Hi and welcome to ZoomTV, the show where we explore everything that flies, drives and floats and invite you along for the experience. Basically, we're going to give you information so you can make a better purchasing decision. On today's show, we take a close look at utilities and dual cabs on the market, starting with a Volkswagen Amarok.
Volkswagen's entry into this market is a good one.
Thanks to City Toyota, Allan Simons checks out the gutsy Toyota Hilux.
Toyota Hilux has been enjoying the view from the top for decades.
And an Aussie favourite, the Holden Maloo ute.
The HSV Maloo is a performance utility which has been produced by Holden Special Vehicles since October 1990.
And speaking of Aussie icon utes, Roscoe checks out the Ford XR6.
Now, the XR6 does stand out in the crowd.
And our Sounder celebrity hitchhiker this week is actually two people, the magical Adam and Selena from Australia's Got Talent. So what was the first car you ever owned?
Honda Civic.
Honda Civic as well. I got his old one.
So get comfortable, get your Aussie on, because it's time to check out some beaut utes with us on ZoomTV.
Today, we're going to look at a type of vehicle that I've owned personally for nearly 2 decades. Why? Well, they're versatile, practical, and more or less go anywhere. I'm talking about a 4-wheel drive diesel dual cab. Now, they've come ahead in leaps and bounds from those early days as a tradesman ute. Today, they are something else. This one is new to the market. It's the VW Amarok Ultimate. Likewise, also relatively new, is the dealership where this vehicle lives, Volkswagen Wangara. And it's the only Metro Volkswagen dealership north of the river that handles both passenger cars and commercials. Now, the Amarok comes in both single and dual cab, and it boasts that it's the first ute in its class to obtain the very important ANCAP 5-star safety rating, with such things as ABS, Hill Start Assist, Hill Descend Assist, and new generation ESP. This one comes with 19-inch alloys, Vienna leather heated seats, chrome rear bumper, and a 6.5-inch touch-screen radio with not 4 or 5 but 6 speakers. Now, the only downside of owning a dual cab of any make is the size of the rear carrying capacity, but that is not a problem with the Amarok. Now, check this out. There's enough room in here to actually load in 2 pallets. Also, there are tie-down points in each corner to be able to secure that load. Now, this unit is powered by a 2-litre twin-turbo engine, which produces 120 kilowatts of power and a very handy 400 newton metres of torque. Now, the entry is excellent, and those all-important seats are very comfortable. The transmission is a ZF torque converter 8-speed auto, giving the Amarok a very low, very usable crawler first gear, and 6 is overdrive. Now, no other dual cab can match that. Its fuel usage is 8.3 litres per 100 kilometres, and the interior dimensions make it the most spacious in its class, and the safety and emissions either meet or exceed those of most passenger cars. They drive and ride like any sedan. And if going off-road, you simply go into off-road mode, where the ESP system, plus the electronic diff lock, anti-slip regulation system and ABS are all retuned for off-road conditions. Amazingly, this can be switched on at up to 100 kilometres per hour. While the Amarok is not the biggest seller presently in this market, an increase of just on 300% this year means they must be doing something right. Volkswagen's entry into this market is a good one. The engine is a pearler. It can tow up to 3,000 kilos. The transmission is good and the overall appearance is acceptable. How would I put it? I think it's high, wide and handsome. A 3-year warranty or unlimited mileage is also a plus. When we look back in time, the humble Volkswagen Beetle was always known for a quality build and reliability. And I'm happy to say the Amarok is carrying on in that tradition. For a test drive, head north to Wangara Volkswagen, or for more information on the ultimate dual cab, click onto zoomtv.com.au and follow the links.
Don't go anywhere, because after the break, Allan checks out an Aussie favourite utility, the Toyota Hilux dual cab. That's next, thanks to City Toyota on ZoomTV.
Like any peak in geography or commerce, being at the top is a cold and lonely place. Add to that hundreds of voracious competitors snapping at your heels, and you very quickly realise that being at the top has its price. Well, it's time to meet the very pinnacle of Australia's Ute Mountain, Toyota Hilux. Toyota Hilux has been enjoying the view from the top for decades. Almost 700,000 have been sold here since 1968, and more than half were four-wheel drives. So it comes as little surprise that the 2012 Toyota Hilux SR5 dual cab is a very desirable addition to the 4x2 range. This truck will look good in your driveway, and the cabin has a more upmarket feel. The touchscreen audio looks almost luxurious, and practicality is the Toyota trademark throughout. This truck is so popular, we had to steal it away from City Toyota just so we could drive it. This Japanese-bred workhorse is so stylish, even your wife will want to drive it. Maybe. This car is a nice drive thanks to the auto gearbox and V6 engine. The SR5 gets ESC, traction control, brake assist and brake force distribution, plus 6 airbags as standard. Cabin comfort is very good, and of course there's plenty of room. With a clever mix of high tensile and anti-corrosion sheet steel, the body is as tough as they come. There's a 4-litre petrol and a diesel engine variant to the Hilux, but we still love the V6. This 4-litre beauty pumps out 175 kilowatts of power and has all the grunt you need, and that's grunt with a capital G. Hilux may be as tough as nails on the outside, but slide inside and you'll find a comfortable, welcoming and well thought out space. There's a new dashboard, new centre stack with easier operation, new steering wheel with rake adjustment and new audio system. The new sound system is a single CD version with 3-line text display, voice recognition, Bluetooth with phone book and audio streaming, so you can safely and conveniently keep in touch on the go. And there are AUX and USB inputs. With the SR5, satellite navigation comes as standard. Now, as an all-round package, the Toyota is going to be very hard to beat. The Hilux is so competent at, well, just about everything really. Yes, the updated 2012 Toyota Hilux is yet another reason to consider the most popular ute in Australia over its list of competitors. The past 43 years of getting to know and love the Hilux has seen it earn its reputation as a proper, unbreakable workhorse or practical family vehicle. Like all Toyota off-road vehicles, the 2012 Toyota Hilux SR5 is almost unstoppable when it comes to the rough stuff, and it performs just as well in the suburbs. The best place to see Hilux is at the very pinnacle of Toyota dealerships, the new City Toyota, 216 Newcastle Street, Northbridge, or Stirling Highway, Netherlands. Go to citytoyota.net.au or follow the links from ZoomTV.
Today we're going to look at a market where there really is only two key players. That's Ford and Holden. Now, there are other manufacturers of utilities, but they don't step up to the plate when it comes to mumbo performance and good looks. Today, it's the Ford Falcon Utility XR6 Brute Ute. Now we're going to look at how this tradesman workhorse has morphed itself into an Aussie icon. Firstly, you need horsepower, and Ford offer a range of tech-advanced engines from the torquey 4-litre 16 to the fire-breathing 16 turbo and an economical but powerful, rigorously tested Eco LPI engine. Our demonstrator vehicle today is a naturally aspirated engine, yet boasts 195 kilowatts of power and 391 newton metres of torque, which means some serious muscle for your money. Next, you need a gearbox that can handle the power, and the XR6 comes in a responsive 6-speed manual transmission or an automatic ZF 6-speed gearbox. Combine these two factors with car-like front suspension and precision-tuned rear suspension, and you've got yourself a beast of a ute with a smooth ride. Now the XR6 does stand out in the crowd. Why? Because of its sleek design. Also, it has a low centre of gravity, big bold 18-inch wheels, colour coordinated rear vision mirrors, and up the front a big bold grille including fog lights. Throw in a choice of colours and a number of trim options and you have one sexy ute. Once inside, the difference between the styling of the sedan and the ute is slim, with the XR6 decked out with all the features discerning buyers would expect. Bluetooth mobile phone integration, steering wheel function controls and cruise control, as well as a multi-function display, all aided by a massive 8-inch colour touch display screen. There's a generous space behind the seats that also gives you a lockable storage area. An extensive airbag system which includes side and thorax airbags, an immobiliser, fatigue warning system and keyless entry. Now it's all pretty nice in here. The driver's seat has a position sensor, automatic climate control, power windows and a top-of-the-range sound system. Now this rig has a large back deck area and can carry just over half a tonne, and if you've got a brake trailer you can tow 2.3 tonne. Now the tub liner comes as standard equipment and that is a must. I don't know how many utes you've seen with big dents out the side. These things enhance the beauty of your car and add to the resale value if you trade up to a new rig. At the moment, the XR6 ute comes with a 5-year, 200,000 kilometre new car warranty and a 5-star ANCAP safety rating. To test drive one or find out more information, simply call into John Hughes in Victoria Park or log on to zoomtv.com.au.
When it comes to utes, really, we only think of two manufacturers, Ford, Holden. You've met the Ford XR6. After the break, we introduce you to the Holden Maloo ute. That's next on ZoomTV.
Australian muscle cars took on a whole new maturity in 1988 when Holden Special Vehicles opened its doors to the public. Now, HSV are renowned for producing vehicles we love to drive. Vehicles like this. It's the 2007 HSV Maloo R8 ute. The HSV Maloo is a performance utility which has been produced by Holden Special Vehicles since October 1990. All versions of the Maloo have been based on the mainstream Holden utes, but have featured high-performance V8 engines and body kits. In June 2006, the Maloo R8 broke the record for the world's fastest production utility pickup truck at 271 kilometres per hour. We were lucky enough to get our hands on this 2007 Maloo from our friends at Melville Holden in Perth. Now, Maloo, by the way, is an Aboriginal word that translates roughly as thunder. And when you plant the right boot in this sucker, you're going to get thunder, you're going to get hail, you're going to get lightning, you're going to get a trip to the dry cleaners. It might have been born to work, but the humble Aussie ute has evolved into a much more sophisticated car that is now used more for recreational pursuits than it is for slogging it out on the job site. Vehicles like the HSV Maloo are the ultimate expression of this new age ute, possessing a level of performance, safety and refinement never imagined by the original ute's creators in their wildest dreams. Gone are the days when utes were uncomfortable, evil handling, and in some cases, downright dangerous. Today's utes can do everything their sedan siblings can do. And in the case of the Maloo, they do it even better. Like all HSV models, the Maloo builds on the Holden ute with a unique set of body, front and rear parts, along with a unique hard tonneau cover that gives it its own distinctive muscular look without cutting into the basic Holden body structure. It's a craft HSV has perfected over more than 20 years of building hotter Holdens, and the result is that the Maloo looks as tough as nails. Matching the muscular look is Maloo's muscle-bound 7-litre V8 engine. With all that grunt under the bonnet, HSV was wise to ensure the chassis was up to the task of handling it, and with independent suspension front and rear, sports shocks, monster brakes and huge 19-inch wheels and tyres, it's more than capable of taming the beast. And while the Maloo has all the credentials for a place on the performance car grid, it doesn't lack anything in refinement either. And have a listen to this. Nice. Inside the cabin, the driver and passenger have leather sports seats, steering wheel and dials, as well as a full array of features like air, cruise, power windows and mirrors, automatic wipers, as well as rear parking sensors to ensure those special bumpers don't get scratched. There's also all the safety features we've come to expect from Holden. I'm with Matt Pulella, pre-owned manager here at Melville Holden. G'day, Matt. How you going, buddy?
How you going? Nice.
Mate, what a handful of car. It's a 2007. What are the benefits of buying pre-owned vehicles?
I think the fact that it comes from a reputable dealership like Melville Holden, and we offer you that 3-year warranty or 175,000 Ks, which is very important.
And you know who's used this car,
That's
don't you?
exactly right. 13,000 kilometres. It hasn't driven many at all, so one careful owner and a lot of money, spent on it. So
Now, the Maloo, what do you like about this beast?
not much you can really hate about the car. It's a 7-litre W427 motor with twin turbos, so it's the best of both worlds.
Beautiful.
And over 800 horsepower. It's just unbelievable on the road.
It is a beast, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Wouldn't be loading too many
Unbelievable.
bricks in the back of this
Definitely
sucker.
not, Alan. No, definitely not. Definitely not.
And the good news is the Maloo can be all yours if you get in quick. To Melville Holden, Canning Highway, Melville. Or as usual, follow the links from ZoomTV.com.au.
After the break, I'll introduce you to this week's magical Asanda celebrity hitchhikers, Adam and Selena from Australia's Got Talent. But first, look at that. They're better than me, trust me. They're with me next on Zoom TV. Do you own something incredible that drives, flies or floats? Then we want to hear about it and maybe even have you on the show. All you have to do is film a short video under 2 minutes long about your car, your motorbike, your four-wheel drive, your boat or your plane and tell us just what makes it so great. Then upload your video to YouTube and email the link to imazoomaholic@zoomtv.com.au. You and your car could feature on the show all around Australia. Plus, if you're the member of a motoring enthusiast club and you've got an event coming up, let us know about it and you never know, we might come along. Adam, how are you?
Aaron, nice to meet you.
Selena,
Aaron.
how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you both. I have to apologise. It's a little bit cramped in here, I apologise.
It's nice and cozy, isn't
That's
it?
okay.
I've never had three in here before, so
But I've got somewhere in mind if you want to go anywhere else.
I don't think we have enough time.
I'll be quick. We can get there quick.
If you promise it's quick, let's go.
Okay, ready?
Let's do it.
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Oh, amazing, eh?
Hey, look at that.
Well, guys, where are we? You brought us to a beautiful coffee shop, but you didn't bring my hair.
No, I'm sorry. We do magic, not miracles.
I did that before. Now, most people like me would have met you guys on Australia's Got Talent. So you're a magic couple. I mean, are you the magician? How does it work? Explain it.
Well, pretty much the old stereotype is that I'm the magician, she's the assistant, but not with us. We are brother and sister. So, we find that we're more like on-stage partners, so we are like partners in crime.
Did you find it was harder before you were exposed to Australia's Got Talent, or you had a career before that? Or?
Yeah, no, we've been doing magic since we were 8 years old, so we've been professionally since 10, and that's when we all started. So it's just been a long journey. I mean, we just had the vision. We wanted to do big, spectacular shows, which we're doing.
I think that's why we work very well together, because we have that vision and it's very similar, so we're on the same path.
So how do you come up with your tricks?
She's the one that comes up with
Yeah,
these
no,
crazy
yeah,
ideas.
it's
She's
me.
like
It's
the
me.
daredevil. You know, I'd like to take the credit, but she's actually the daredevil. She's the one who, decides to, light stuff on fire and, say, put me in the box and stab me. It's
I
like.
think I'm a superhuman. I don't know why, but
If someone at home is wanting to be inspired by you guys and follow your path, what would you tell them they have to do well?
Work hard. If you have something, if you can believe it, you can see it in your mind's eye, and you go and chase what you're worth.
So guys, it's time for the Asanda Fast 5, okay? You ready? We'd normally do this in the Zoomobile. I have no idea where it is. Okay, so what was the first car you ever owned?
Honda Civic.
Honda Civic as well. I got his old one.
Hand-me-downs, I love it. What is your opinion of the best car on the road?
Or Aston Martin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
R8.
Yeah, same as me.
Yeah,
Love it.
R8. Yeah.
No, Aston Martin all the way.
What is your opinion of the worst car on the street?
The thing that
Actually,
looks like
no.
a frog.
Yeah, that froggy
The
looking
frog-looking car.
What's that one?
Smart car?
Yeah,
Is it the
the
smart
green-
car?
Is it smart car?
It's
Yeah,
the
it's
smart car. And lastly, I suppose, or the last hard question, is what car do you currently drive?
Honda Civic.
Oh, there you go.
Toyota.
Oh, there you go. So, love it. Love it. 2 sponsors, there you go. Offended 2 sponsors and made up with 2 sponsors, which is beautiful. And the last question is, what's your biggest fear?
Heights.
I love the way you guys answer together. That's awesome. Now, guys, if people want to come and see your show, because you're traveling Australia all the time, where would the Zoom people go to find out more about you?
Well, they can go on our website, which is adamandselena.com, where we've got lots of new events, and we're touring the country all the time, and we'll be in a theatre near you.
Okay, there you go. So, how about you show me a trick now?
Okay, well, how about this? I like doing stuff with money. I've got something with a $5 note, yeah? All right, I've always liked this, where you can take a $5 note like this, yeah, and fold it in half like this, fold it in half again, fold it like this, and then just wave it like this, and turn it into a $50 note. Something like that, you know?
Yeah. So I've got a couple of fives.
You can just sit me in the corner down here.
Yeah, we just sit there all day, you know, making money. It's
that's
great.
what we do. We just sit in the corner and do that.
And we're done. Now, if you'd like to know more about today's show or any of our past shows, go to our website, zoomtv.com.au. Check out all the videos about things that fly, drive and float. Now, if you belong to a club and you've got an event coming up, tell us about it. We might give it a plug on the show. We may even come along. And if you've got something cool that flies, drives or floats, we want to know about it. Make a video between 1 and 2 minutes long, upload it to YouTube, then send the link to IamAZoomaholic at zoomtv.com.au. You never know, you may be on the show. Until next week, bye for now. Thanks for watching. And remember, whatever you do that zooms, make sure you do it safe. And that's a wrap.